post. He's 6'5", he's a senior. And Justin Retzlaff, the trail end here of the Retzlaff brothers, a junior at 6'4". For the Alexandria Cardinals, Eric Salmi and Josh Vickerman, the familiar 6-foot senior guards, will be in their normal starting roles. Newbie Ross, 6'1", a forward. Adam Seam, 6'4", in the post. And Mark Craigmile, 6'3", and playing a forward.
Off your discount to reveal your savings of 25, 30, or 35% off regular prices.
Or an extra 5% off sale prices, and are there the sales?
The baby sale.
The white sale.
The luggage sale.
The jewelry sale.
Abe and George, the JCPenney mascot dogs, say
scratching in public has never been more rewarding.
JCPenney, I love your style.
Hurry into JCPenney in the Viking Plaza.
Welcome to the Jefferson High School Gymnasium, Alexandria, Fergus Falls. You're listening to KXUA AM radio in Alexandria and to KVRF radio in Fergus Falls. The Otters with the ball, they throw it away underneath. The Cardinals got the opening tip and a shot away, a nice little layup. They missed it, and Fergus got the rebound. They come down the floor, now throw it away. Cardinals coming back. No score, just underway here in the first quarter. The Otters in a zone defense, 2-1-2 or 2-3 zone. 2-3 zone for the Otters starting out. Cardinals right side, Beckerman. Jump shot, free throw line up. No good. Rebound, scrap for. Comes down to the Otters. And the Otters quickly to the front court. On the right side. On the top, they come to the left for Erickson. Then give it off to Retzlaff. Retzlaff comes back to the left side for Draxton. Draxton in the corner, Erickson. Erickson dribbling against Salmi. Trying to go to the baseline. Can't. Has to bring it out to Ness. Ness gives it out on top to Draxton. Draxton to the right side, then down in the corner for Ness. Ness in the lane, puts up, partially blocked, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in. And so Ness with the first basket of the night. It's 2-0 in favor of the Fergus Falls Otters. And thanks, David. And the Cardinals now into the front court with the ball. Selmy, top of the circle, comes to the right side. And they go down in the corner, down underneath. Sees the layup, scores.
Nice pass from Mark Craigmile from the wing. Beautiful job.
And we're tied at 2 in tonight's game. The Cardinals and the Otters in the front court. Erickson for the Otters. Comes down in the left corner to Ness. Ness brings it back out on top for Retzlaff. Retzlaff around to the right side for Erickson. Erickson down in the baseline for Newell. Newell, a little jump shot from 10 is good.
Quite a size advantage he has over Newbie Ross there and just threw it over him.
Otters back in front, 4-2 as the Cardinals come into the front. And they go to the left side to Newbie Ross. Ross brings it back on top to Selmy. In the lane, Selmy the layup. It's off no good. Gets his own rebound. And the Cardinals will get it out of bounds underneath the basket as it went off an Otter.
Moorhead's running that old Moorhead, or I should say Fergus running old Moorhead 2-1-2 offense, David.
And the Cardinals bring it out to the left side, down in the corner of Selmy. Selmy lost his dribble, gives it off to Newbie Ross. Ross brings it out to Vickerman, back to Selmy to set it up on the left side for Ross. Back out on top, Vickerman to the left side for Ross in the corner. Ross drives in the lane, tries to dish off to Steve, tipped around, comes down to Steve. Steve brings it back on top to Vickerman. He goes in the lane, comes out to Selmy, tries to drive the left side. Now Selmy throws it away as he tried to force it inside. That's a turnover apiece for the two teams as Erickson comes to the front court, takes the jump shot, no good. Rebound up and in by Draxton.
Draxton watched that ball away. Johnny on the spot, and the Otters have a 4-point lead.
6-2 the Otters in the front court, the Cardinals, and they've out-rebounded the Cardinals so far 4-1. A big factor so far in this game. Craigmile in the right corner, skips it across to the left side for Ross. Ross in the left corner, now brings it out to Josh Vickerman, then the top to Selmy, left side to Newbie, takes the three-pointer, and it's good. Newbie Ross with a 3.
Nice release, good shot. A little different than the first time we played it.
Much slower.
Yeah, the pace. I think the zone defense by Fergus is slowing the pace down a little bit.
6-5, the Otters with the lead. Erickson in the front court, threw it away, trying to go down in the baseline to Ness, and it's the second turnover of the game on the Fergus Falls Otters.
You can see that emotionally, Fergus Falls is not as hyper as they were over there in their own gymnasium where they had a fantastic game earlier, 2 weeks ago, in fact, last night.
So the Cardinals coming now up floor into the front court. Salmi gives it to Vickerman. Across in the left corner for Newbie Ross. Drives into the lane. Puts it up. It's off no good. Rebound comes down. A foul is going to be called on Newbie Ross.
First foul of the game, Dave. And Newbie Ross went over the back and on the arm. So Fergus will throw it in under the Alex basket.
Into the front court come the Otters, and a foul is going to be called on Salmi as he tripped Erickson coming up floor.
Inadvertently, but he did. It was just an accident, but hurt the skin the way up here, Dave.
Yeah.
The skin will grow back.
The skin will come back. The Otters bring the ball in, and they've brought Arneson into the game now. And they go to the right side. Arneson gives it down in the corner for Erickson. He takes the jumper from there. It is good.
Morgan's going to more of a motion offense right now instead of the pattern offense that they were running.
8-5, the Otters with the lead. We have 3:50 to play here in the first quarter. Salmi brings it up. The Otters playing 2-1-2, 2-3 zone. And they go to the Cardinals, go to the right corner to Craigmile. Back across the left side to Newbie Ross. Ross on top to Vickerman, into the lane, the free throw line, off to Vickerman, penetrates, gives off Craigmile on the right side, 15-foot jumper is off, no good. Rebound to the Otters, and they quickly come to the front court. Arneson with it, almost lost it, gets it back, now goes down underneath, tipped around, and the Otters bring it back on the right side to Erickson. He comes on top to Arneson. Arneson can't penetrate, goes back to Erickson on the right. Erickson in the lane to Newell. Newell tries to turn around. Newby all over him. He puts it up, no good. And a rebound, a foul is going to be called on Ness over the back as the Cardinals get the rebound.
Adam Sieve had excellent position that time. Fundamentally sound rebounding right there.
So the Cardinals get the ball back. Coming back in the game will be Cassette, or coming in the game will be Dustin Cassette for the Otters. Cardinals are going to bring in Brody Mack. On the left side now, Newbie Ross, with the Otters leading 8-5, 2:56 to go, first quarter. Left side, Newbie Ross drives into the lane, goes to the right side to Salmi, gives it off to Craigmile, no good. Rebound by Sieve is no good. And he got fouled. He'll shoot a pair at the line. Adam Sieve for Alexandria. Shoot 2 free throws.
Excellent move by Eric Salmi to make penetration. The pass was almost too quick for Craigmile. He didn't get a real good look at the backboard. But Sieve was right there, Johnny, on the spot with the rebound.
So the free throw by Sieve is good. And it's an 8-6 game.
So far, the game is in Alexandria's favor as far as tempo is concerned. We have cut down their possessions, and we're playing really good man-to-man defense against Fergus.
Second free throw is no good, and the Otters get the rebound. And the Otters come to the front court on the left side. With it is Cassette, comes on top for Titus Christensen, who's now in the game, 5'10" junior. And they come back to the left side. Christensen gives it on top for Cassette. Cassette to the left side for Arneson. Arneson tries to go inside to Newell. It's saved. Tipped. Then it comes down underneath. Up. No good by Newell. And he got fouled by Craigmile. Newell will shoot 2.
Adam Sieve made a beautiful save, but unfortunately threw the ball right to Ness. And then we had to be a switch off, and Newell running down the middle. Newby had to take him, and Craigmile had to foul Newell for 2 shots.
So Newell goes to the line to shoot a pair. Newell's free throw is good. And it's a 9-6 lead for the Otters.
Retzlaff is checking back in too, Dave, for Ness. I believe that's Matt Helsher into the ball game too, Dave.
Okay. Second free throw is no good. Brody Mack to rebound for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals come to the front court trailing by 3. Helsher out on the left side, gives it to the right to Vickerman, back to Craigmile in the corner, out across to Helsher, goes to the left side for Newbie Ross. Ross to Helsher, back to Newbie on the left, goes to the left baseline, now on the dribble, lost it, tips it out to Helsher, saves it. Back to Newbie Ross on the left side. Made the three-pointer from over there early, has not shot from there since then.
It's our last basket too, I think.
On the left side now, Vickerman drives in the lane, up and good.
Could have been a charge, but he got rid of it in time.
And it's a 9-8 game. favor of the Otters. 1:38 to play on the baseline. Christensen down underneath, no good. Rebound tipped around, and a foul is going to be called on Alexandria. Cardinals looked like they were going to get the rebound. Everybody broke up floor. In the meantime, the Otters banged on it, got it away, and then the foul was called on Brody Mack.
I tell you what, these guys are letting them play. There's been a lot of fouls that have not been called, and
they didn't call many in the B game tonight either.
Okay, they maybe are tired. They had to work 2 games.
Yeah. The Otters bring the ball in to Christensen. Christensen will set it up. Christensen goes to the right side for Arneson. Up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up again, and this one does go.
Good play by Arneson. Didn't give up on it.
11-8. The Otters with the lead to the front court. Cardinals, Vickerman on the left side with the ball. Doesn't take the shot. Goes in the corner to Craigmile. Craigmile back to Vickerman. Out on top to Helsher. Helsher to the left side for Vickerman. Penetrates off in the corner to Craigmile. Takes a shot from there. In and out, no good. Vickerman to rebound, no good. Brody Mack up with this rebound. He puts it in.
Brody Mack played pretty well down there at Apollo, too.
The Otters come down. They get a fast break. Shot, no good. Get a rebound, no good. Now Newby Ross comes away with the rebound. Cardinals down to Craigmile. Craigmile got fouled, and the Cardinals will get out of bounds underneath the basket. That'll be the 3rd team foul on the Otters. The Cardinals have 4 here in the first quarter.
Titus Christensen just looked like he'd been a freight train, and Mark Craigmile was not too small, so Christensen got up a little slow, but he's okay. Now he's coming out of the game, and Erickson's back in. He's limping as he comes out.
Vickerman's going to inbounds. The Otters are going to bring Brendan Geese into the game.
They really have a lot of players that they can use, and now they got 5 shorter players in there, actually, and they can move.
Cardinals in the left corner. Vickerman with the jumper. No good. Rebound to the Otters. And the Otters quickly to the front court with the ball. Arneson to the right side for Cassette. In the lane. Up. No good. Rebound tipped around. Comes to the Otters. Put back up and in by Retzlaff.
Retzlaff got a birthday present on that one.
13-10. The Otters with the lead. Cardinals have had chances to take the lead, but the Otters have stopped them, and now the Otters are back up by 3. Helsher on the dribble, top of the circle, way out beyond the arc, goes in the left corner, threw it away. Craigmile wasn't even looking at him, and Helsher just threw it without looking. It's a turnover on Alexandria. They're second in the game. Each team has 2 apiece.
Fergus Falls crossed us up that time, went to a 1-3-1, and we were in a 2-3 offense.
The Otters down floor, quick turnaround jumper, no good at the buzzer. That's the end of the first quarter. The Otters lead the Cardinals by a score of 13-10. Let's pause for a minute.
Gathering the kind of experience that really makes a difference. Well drilling, water treatment, always looking for the latest, most efficient technology to give you and your family the best water possible and make it affordable. You got questions, give Proud a shout. They've got the answers without a doubt. Call them up, say, hello there.
Here we go in the second quarter. The Cardinals trailing 13-10. The Otters had a shot. The Cardinals got the rebound in the lane. Now Vickerman layup good, and it's a 13-12 game. Josh Vickerman with the layup basket in the lane. Now the Otters coming back in the front court on the left side. Driving down, Erickson on the baseline, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes to Newby Ross for the Cardinals. Ross will dribble to the front court. On the left side, now comes out on top. Still with the ball, gives it to Salmi, to the left side to Ross. Ross looking now, decides to take a 3. That's off, no good. Salmi tips the ball away, and Vickerman saves it from going out of bounds by knocking it off the leg of Tim Erickson.
Those are the little things that aren't in the scorebook. Josh giving us one more possession on a bad pass.
The Cardinals go to Craigmile. Now in the right corner to Steve. Back out on the right side to Vickerman. Stops the free throw line. Off for Selmy. Drives all the way down in. Off to Steve. Underneath. Steve brings it back out. They'll start it over to the left side. Selmy takes a high arching 3. That's off. No good. Steve, the rebound. Back up. That's no good. Tips up and around. Newby Ross lays it up and scores.
Cardinals are really doing a great job on the boards. 3 or 4 opportunities there, Dave.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead for the first time in the game at 14-13. In the front court come the Otters on the left side. Retzlaff down underneath. Gives it up to Ness, and Ness gets an easy basket off the glass.
Right off the double team, too. He made a nice shot.
15-13. The Otters back in front. 6:08 to play in the first half. On the left side, Cardinals go to Newbie Ross in the lane now to Selmy. Selmy to the right side for Vickerman. Vickerman penetrates and tipped it around. Comes back to Vickerman. He'll set it up again. To the left side for Selmy. Selmy gives it to Craigmile underneath to Steve. Layup good.
Beautiful pass from Craigmile down low. Excellent job.
16-15. Cardinals with the lead. Front court comes Erickson for the Otters. Goes to Retzlaff. Top of the circle to the left side for Ness. His jumper's off. No good. Rebound tipped around. Comes down to the Otters. Newell in the lane. He puts it up. No good. Rebound tipped around. This one comes to Newbie Ross. Into the front court. Vickerman stops. 15-foot jumper. And he scores.
Nice assist from Steve, passing it all the way down the court.
18-15. Cardinals with the lead. 5:18 to play in the first quarter. Left side. The ball to Draxton. Draxton brings it on top of the circle to Retzlaff to the right for Erickson. Erickson goes in the lane to Newell. Turns around. Ball tipped away from him. Knocked around on the floor. Taken away by Vickerman. That's the third turnover on the Otters as the Cardinals now. Vickerman to the front court. Selmy on the left side. Standing beyond the arc comes to Craigmile. Free throw line jumper. Block. Rebound to the Otters. And the Cardinals, Newbie Ross takes it away. Steele. Ross underneath gets fouled, and the Cardinals will get it out of bounds underneath the basket. That'll be the 14th foul on Fergus Falls here in the first half.
It just doesn't look like that played us there. I can't figure out, Dave, why they're in a zone with all the speed that they have. Why aren't you trying to speed up the tempo of the game and get into a man-to-man?
Arneson comes back in for the Otters. The Cardinals bring the ball in the left corner to Steve. He gives off to Vickerman. His shot blocked. Rebound to the Otters. The Otters quickly down floor on the left side. Layup good by Ness.
And just as we said that, they went to a man-to-man, Dave.
And the Otters now down by 1, 18-17. Cardinals to the front court. On the dribble, Selmy. Otters in the man-to-man this time. Selmy on the left side. Goes to the left baseline all the way down in. Underneath, he got fouled as he put the shot up. Foul will be called on Brent Ness, and he'll shoot two. Selmy will.
Excellent drive that time, Dave, by Eric Selmy. He went up, made contact with a much bigger player, and will shoot a pair.
That's the third foul on Ness, and the 15th foul on the Otters. They're going to bring back Christensen and Cassette back into the game. And the first one is good. 19-17. Cardinals now lead.
Selmy hits his first point of the night.
Ferguson comes in for the Cardinals. Vickerman comes out for a rest. Second free throw now by Selmy is also good. And the Cardinals lead at 20-17. Into the front court, the Otters on the left side. Jump shot, Christensen off, no good. Gets his own rebound. Trying to drive against Craigmile, lays it up and scores.
Nobody took him, nobody matched up on the way down the court.
20-19. The Cardinals with the lead by 1. Now into the lane, Selmy, reverse layup, no good. Newby the rebound, he puts it back and scores.
Newby Ross is doing a great job here in the first half.
22-19. And the Otters come right back with a quick basket. Draxton. And it's 22-21. We get a timeout called by Alexandria with 3:51 to go in the first half. Let's pause for 30 seconds.
Sports Magic is King Plaza.
You're listening to KXRA AM radio in Alexandria and to KBRF radio in Fergus Falls. We again welcome the Fergus Falls listeners to our broadcast. Cardinals lead 22-21, and the Cardinals with the ball. They give it in the lane to Brody Mack. Back to Craigmile to the left side for Newbie Ross. Ross drives the left baseline underneath. Reverse layup. Good.
Newbie Ross has really taken over here in the second quarter with his third hoop.
24-21. Now quick jump shot down floor by the Otters. No good by Cassette. Cardinals with the rebound, and the Cardinals come to the front court. And Ferguson underneath has to dribble himself clear into the corner. Gives the ball off to Selmy. Selmy on the dribble on the left side. The Otters playing man-to-man right now. Comes out to Newbie Ross, top of the circle. Ross drives to the free throw line. Has a little trouble with the ball. Gets it back. Still on the dribble. Now moves across the top of the circle. Gives the ball to Craigmile. Craigmile comes on top for Selmy. Selmy drives into the lane. Puts it up and scores.
Selmy really is the guy on the spot on that drive.
26-21, 5-point lead for the Cardinals. And on the right side, they give it to Christensen. Christensen goes in the lane to Newell. Newell spins, drives around, puts up a jumper, no good. Got fouled by Newby Ross, and Newell will go to the line, shoot a pair.
Newby, size differential there, but he really had to undercut him to stop him. Newby has really had a great first half. That's his second foul, but we're going to have to keep him around here, Dave. He's doing a great job.
At the line, Newell to shoot a pair, 26-21. The Cardinals with the lead. Free throw by Newell is no good.
At this point, Dave, this is not the same Alexandria team that showed up at Apollo. Much more tenacious here this evening. And I'm sure this isn't the same Fergus Falls team that played us 2 weeks ago either.
So the second free throw now by Newell is up. This one is good. And it's a 26-22 lead for Alexandria. 2:39 to play in the first half. Front court comes Vickerman. Stops, comes on top to Sieve. Sieve. One bounce to the right side, gives the ball to Ferguson. Ferguson with a jump shot. That's off, no good. Ferguson gets his own rebound, clears it back out. Vickerman will set it up. Now Vickerman loses the ball. It's on the floor, scramble. The Otters come away with it, and then it's kicked out of bounds by the Otters. So both teams turn it over back and forth.
Great hustle by Brody Mack. He came and tipped that ball off the Fergus Falls Otters' foot. And that's the kind of hustle you like to see. He's got a great competitor, Brody is.
So the Otters coming now to the front court. Or the Cardinals, I'm sorry. Newby Ross on the right side. Shot no good. Ferguson the rebound for the Cardinals. Cardinals were out-rebounded in the first quarter, but they've come back much better in the second quarter. Now, Adam Sieve with a jump shot from about 10 feet is good, and the Cardinals lead 28-22. Front court come the Otters on the right side to Christensen. Christensen brings it on top to Cassette. Cassette back to the corner to Christensen, looking for Newell, and wants to give it to him. Can't, has to bring it out to Arneson. To the left side for Cassette. Cassette on top to Christensen, right side for Arneson. He threw it away, changed his mind in the middle of a jump shot, and the Cardinals get a fast break layup by Scott Ferguson.
What a beautiful play by Brody Mack, and Ferguson filling the lane.
30-22, and into the front court comes Cassette, gives it back to Arneson. And that last shot, Arneson changed his mind, didn't take the shot, and eventually ended up throwing it away, and the Cardinals got a fast break basket. Now foul's going to be called on Ferguson in the lane as he knocked the ball away from Peter Draxton, and so the Otters will get the ball underneath the basket. 16 foul on the Cardinals.
Great defensive rotation that time as the Cards doubled down on the big guy, and then Draxton was open, and Brody slipped over from the side and fouled him.
And the Cardinals bring in a couple players. The Otters bring in a couple as well. The Otters bring it into Erickson. Erickson, guarded by Selmy, wants to go left baseline. Can't. Has to bring it back on top to Arneson. Arneson to the left side. Ball tipped away, and a whistle of foul is going to be called on Steve. And Arneson will go, Braxton will go to the line and shoot 1-1.
Steve had his hand in the cookie jar there as Braxton was going by him.
First foul on Steve. That's the 7th team foul on the Cardinals. And so the Otters in the 1-1 the rest of the first half. 1:06 to play. And the free throw is up and no good. Rebound to Steve for the Alexandria Cardinals. The Otters 1 for 3 here in the second quarter, and free throws 1 for 2 in the first quarter. On the right side, Selmy wants to drive, does, penetrates, puts it up and scores.
Just like he was able to do over at Fergus. He's got 6 this quarter.
And the Cardinals lead by 10, 32-22 with 45 seconds to go. Now Erickson into the lane. Shot blocked by Selmy. Rebound to the Otters. They put it down underneath, and a traveling violation on the Otters as they tried a reverse layup underneath, and I think it was Arneson, and he got the traveling violation. Cardinals will get the ball with 35 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to go for 1. They lead at 32-22. Back at Fergus Falls, the first time these two teams played at the half, it was 44-33 in favor of the Otters. And the Cardinals on the left side, Vickerman gives it to Craigmile. Craigmile dribbling, comes out on top, gives off to Selmy. Selmy getting double teamed with 10 seconds to go in the half. Selmy on the left side. Selmy drives into the lane to the right side for Vickerman. Takes the three. It's good! At the buzzer! Josh Vickerman with a three at the buzzer, and the Cardinals lead at 35-22 here at the Jefferson High School Gymnasium. We'll come back with the Randy's Menswear halftime show in 2 minutes. Underneath Craigmile, layup, good.
Nice backdoor cut from Mark Craigmile.
39-25, Cardinals with the lead. As Erickson comes to the front court, guarded by Selmy. Cardinals play man-to-man. And he throws it down underneath, trying to get it. It's off the boards for Newell. Newell now lays it up and scores. He's trying an alley-oop to Newell, and it was too far off the glass. It came down into Newell's hands. He put it back up in the end. Right side, Newby Ross, the jumper, no good. Rebound to the Otters. And they move quickly front court. Erickson on the right side. Gave it off underneath. It was saved. Now comes to the left side for Erickson. Down underneath and put up and good by Braxton, I believe.
Yep, that was Braxton.
And it's 39-28 in favor of the Cardinals. Into the front court. Cardinals on the left side. Newby Ross. Ross brings it out. Cardinals throw it away. Selmy saves it. And Selmy bangs it off of one of the Otters. Bangs it off of Braxton as he was falling out of bounds. Nice save by Selmy there to keep the ball from going out of bounds. Now the Cardinals will set it up. Selmy on the dribble, left side in the corner for Craigmile. Craigmile comes to Vickerman. Vickerman tries to penetrate, brings it back to Craigmile. Craigmile dribbling top of the circle, goes to the lane, spins in. His shot rejected by Newell, but it comes back to Vickerman. So Vickerman driving at the free throw line, now comes to the left side for Craigmile. Craigmile to the right for Newby Ross. Ross looking inside. Cardinals patient. Flips it down underneath to Steve. Steve gives off to Craigmile in the lane. Fakes, puts it up and scores.
Beautiful ball. Carr's showing a lot of patience and really getting good shot selection right now.
41-28. Into the front court. Erickson to the left side. Down in the corner for Ness. Ness brings it back out to Braxton. Drives in the lane. Gets double teamed. Comes off to Erickson. Erickson's cross court to the left side for Retzlaff. Drive. He scores. He got fouled. And he'll shoot a free throw.
Nice move by Jason Retzlaff on the weak side. They saw him over there. A little taller than Mark Craigmile, but Mark got caught with his hand doing a little chin-up on his arm there, and he stuffed it in the basket, and will shoot one.
41-30, Cardinals with the lead. And the free throw is off. No good. Rebound to Ness. And a foul is called as he tries to put it back up. He'll shoot two.
Craigmile again. That's his third. Remember over at Fergus Falls when Craigmile got in foul trouble and took the wind out of our sails. Now he has three, and I don't see if Coach Olson will go to the bench here.
Nelson.
Yep.
Ness is going to shoot a pair. 6'5" senior puts the first one up. It's in and out. No good.
Fergus Falls had a little tough luck from the line tonight. Remember the game over at Fergus. They were pretty hot.
Ed Reif comes into the game for Craigmile. And the second free throw by Ness is up in the air, and this one is good. So he makes one of two, and it's 41-31. Alexandria as Selmy comes to the front court. Drives the left side of the lane, gives off to Vickerman. Vickerman back in the corner to Reif. Reif brings it on top to Newby Ross. Ross, top of the circle, moving to the right for Selmy. Selmy penetrates into the lane, stops, gives it to the left side to Steve. Back out to Selmy. Selmy drives into the lane again, all the way, left-hander, no good. Rebound, step for, comes off to the Cardinals. Vickerman gives off to Steve underneath, up in the end.
One hustle by the Cards. Newby kept that ball alive to Vic, and Vic hit Steve for the layup.
43-31, Cardinals lead by 12. Left side, Erickson goes on the baseline to Newell, no good. And a whistle, a foul called on Newell over the back on the rebound.
Cards met that challenge very well. They had a drive, and they took away the charge, and they threw the ball way over Newell's head, and Newell trying to save him out of bounds.
So the Cardinals come down floor. One team foul here on the Otters in the second half. Two on the Cardinals. On the left side, Vickerman for the Cardinals, standing up beyond the arc. They swing it around to the right. Selmy penetrates to the baseline, puts it up and scores.
I don't think that Braxton can take Selmy one-on-one.
45-31, Cardinals lead here in the third quarter with 3:42 to play. Right side is Erickson. Erickson gives it off to Braxton. Down on the baseline, knocked out of bounds off of the Cardinals, and the Otters get it back. Arneson coming in for the Otters, and he'll come in for Retzlaff.
Cardinals are really doing a great job of taking the passing lanes away. Excellent defensive game.
Cardinals, or the Otters with the ball, shot no good. Rebound by the Otters, no good. This time, Newby gets hauled down. The Otters get the rebound, a layup good by Draxton.
Nice play by Arneson.
And it's 45-33 in the front court. Cardinals. Vickerman in the left corner comes on top to Newby Ross. Ross stops his dribble back to the left side to Vickerman. Down underneath for Steve. Steve has it knocked out of his hands. The pass was a little too far for him. And the Otters, Arneson quickly down floor to Draxton. No good. Rebound in the corner. Saved by the Otters. And the Otters are starting to take control of the boards again.
Yep.
It's knocked out of bounds by the Cardinals, and the Otters will get it out of bounds underneath the basket.
Good block by Adam Seaves. The Fergus faithful wanted a foul, and it might have been, but it was a good effort.
Well, they aren't calling it either way in this ball game right now. Now they bring it all the way out to Erickson. Erickson on the right side, drives into the lane, spins around, throws it up. It's no good. He got fouled and will shoot two.
Salmi hacked him on the way up, and the good thing I think it rolled out because they would have had a three-point opportunity.
Free throw line will be Tim Erickson for the Otters.
Andrew Bellevue getting ready to check in the game.
And for the Otters, Titus Christensen's going to come back. He'll come in after the first free throw. First one is good. 45-34. Alec with the lead.
Erickson.
Steve comes out as Bellevue comes in.
Erickson's third point only tonight, and he had a ton over there at Fergus against the Cards.
Second free throw by Erickson is up, and this one is no good. Newby gets the rebound. And on the rebound, we get a lane violation called on the Cardinals.
I think Eddie Wright jumped in a little early.
No, they're saying Newby jumped in too soon.
Oh, Newby? Okay.
So the violation gives it another shot at it. And this one is good. And it's 45-35 in favor of the Cardinals as the Cardinals come up floor with 2:50 to go in the third quarter. In the right corner to Ripe, down underneath for Bellevue. Bellevue has a little trouble with it. A foul is going to be called on Ness, kneeing Bellevue as he spins around and drives.
Yeah, he did. He kneed him and bodied him and knocked him on the ground. I don't know what people are complaining about that one for.
Cassette comes into the game for the Otters. He'll come in for Ness. Ness picks up his fourth foul with 2:44 to go here in the third quarter. Cardinals will inbound. Selmy, the left side to Vickerman. Vickerman comes back out to Ripe. Ripe gives it to Newby Ross to the right side. Selmy. Selmy. Down underneath, ball tipped away by Erickson over the back of Vickerman, and that'll be the third team foul on the Otters.
Just not a smart foul at all. There's no way he's going to score with it. If he does get the ball, he just reached way over the back. Little things that Fergus was not doing earlier against the Cards.
Cardinals bring the ball inbounds to Rife. Rife got double teamed, now gives off to Selmy, drives into the lane, off for Newby Ross, 8-foot jumper's good.
Give that basket to Salmi because Ross benefited on a beautiful pass.
Nice assist now, quickly down floor. The Otters come down. Christensen puts it up. He got fouled by Ross, and Christensen will shoot two.
Yeah, Newby got him on the arm a little bit. Christensen was going to the basket. Number 21, Newby Ross, his third.
That's the third foul on Newby.
Can't afford to lose him the way he's playing tonight.
That's the fourth team foul on the Cardinals in the second half. And Helsher's going to come back into the game for the Cardinals. Christensen's free throw is no good.
Fergus Falls not shooting the ball well from the line tonight. That's 2-3 for 6, 50%.
So at the line, it'll be Christensen to shoot the second one now. And this one is good. So he makes one of two, and it's 47-36. And we got a timeout on the floor. Let's pause for 30 seconds.
Getting the most Zambria.
After the timeout, the Otters come with some full court pressure, but the Cardinals easily into the front court. Vickerman on the left side has the ball knocked away from him, gets it back, gives it to Helsher. The Otters coming out to meet the Cardinals all over. Helsher having trouble with it, gives it off to Rife on the right side to Selmy, drives into the lane, now puts up the jumper, it's good.
Selmy really is having a night. He loves to play against Fergus.
49-36, Cardinals lead, 1:55 to play in the third quarter. Now Arneson drives all the way down, throws it up, no good. He got fouled, and he's going to shoot two. Thought the foul came long before the shot, but it's like the NBA continuous play.
Like that. Arneson is really quick. He gets a step on you, and he isn't really built like Charles Atlas, but I'll tell you what, he is quick. He just sliced through the defense that time.
Arneson with the first free throw. This is good. 49-37, Alec with the lead. Steve comes back into the game for Bellevue. for Alexandria. And the second free throw now by Justin Arneson, 5'10" junior. Spins the ball a couple of times, puts it up. This one's in and out, no good. Rebound to Rife for the Cardinals. And they will bring it up floor. Rife dribbling all the way to the front court, still with the ball. Now lost his dribble. Is going to give it off to Steve. It's thrown away, picked off by the Otters. Quickly, they come down floor and throw it away, and the Cardinals get it back.
Yeah, the Otters had an excellent opportunity to cash in the turnover, and they just one dribble, one pass, and boom, is out of bounds.
Brendan Geese comes back into the game for the Otters. Coming out, I think, was Draxton. Cardinals bring the ball into Vickerman. 1:30 to play here in the third quarter. Vickerman driving all the way to the front court, guarded by Erickson. Comes into the lane, gives off the right side to Rife. Rife out on top to Helcher. Left side to Vickerman. Vickerman penetrates, puts it up, off, no good. Rebound Christensen for the Otters. The outlet pass, down floor very quickly. Arneson, jump shot up, no good. He got fouled, they said. And the foul is called on Salmi.
Salmi got him on the arm. There was no way he's going to make that shot. He just threw it up there, but it was a heads-up play by Arneson. Fergus Falls, Dave, has gone to 5 players, all under 5'11" right now, to kind of speed up the tempo of this game, I would think. And so far, it's worked. They've done a nice job with it in the last 2 possessions.
They're going to take it out of bounds underneath the basket. They said there was no shot. No shot.
And I think that might be a good call, because if that was a shot, I would think the coach might bench him.
Now they bring it in on the left side for Erickson. Drives down. He throws it up. No good. Rebound tipped around, and the Cardinals get it. And the Cardinals come down 4. Selmy on the right side. He puts it up. He scored. He got fouled. And he'll shoot a free throw. And Coach Gary Schuler is not very happy right now.
Not a happy camper, that's for sure. He's going to pick one up. Maybe a tee would do his team some good right now, because they're pretty flat, right?
51-37. Bellevue is going to come back in the ball game for the Alexandria Cardinals. Eric Salmi will go to the free throw line.
Salmi is playing an excellent basketball game here tonight. He has 8, 10, 12, 14 points, going for number 15.
Free throw is no good. Rebound tipped around. Rive had it, couldn't control it. Comes to the Otters. 51-37, quickly to the front court. Geese on the left side with the ball. Brings it out to Arneson. Arneson to the right side for Christensen, to Erickson. Erickson swings, throws it up. It's blocked off of Erickson, out of bounds.
Right up his head.
And the Cardinals will get the ball back.
What excellent defensive effort by Eric Salmi that time. He just out-hustled Erickson.
Bellevue comes in for Salmi. Salmi comes out. The Otters going to put full court pressure on. Cardinals lead 51-37 with 48 seconds to go. Helcher dribbling against the press, against Arneson. Comes to the front court. Still on the dribble. To the left side. Gives it to Rice. Takes the three. It's good. Eddie Rice hits the three.
Just like he did over at Apollo the other night.
54-37. And the Otters to the front court. Erickson dribbling down in the baseline underneath all the way. Lays it up and scores.
Nice move by Erickson.
And it's 54-39. He took it all the way to the basket that time. Went to the baseline. You can see he was going to go all the way into the front court. Now comes Helcher for the Cardinals. Helcher dribbling down to the baseline and gives off on the right side to Bellevue. Out to Rife. His three is no good. Rebound tipped around. Off to Helcher. Up no good. Rebound to the Otters with 4 seconds. They come down floor. Throw up a three. It's no good. That's the end of the third quarter. And the Cardinals lead 54-39.
Biggest indoor used car and truck sale of the year with no gimmicks and no giveaways. That's today only at Steinbrings in Alexandria.
Here we go, the fourth quarter. The Otters with the ball on the left side. Give it to Retzlaff down inside. Now back out to Retzlaff. Doesn't take the shot. Goes back inside to Ness. Turnaround, no good. Rebound comes right back to Retzlaff. Up, no good. And Newby Ross gets this rebound. He's fouled over the back by Newell.
I tell you what, the Cardinals are playing just a perfect basketball game on defense. They have the inside position on all the rebounds picked off, and they had to go over our back. Even though they're a taller ball club, we've had great position. We're holding it.
So here come the Cardinals. Back in it right now, 54-39. The Cardinals in the Ross gives the ball to Vickerman. Vickerman tries to give it off to Mack, gave it off too far, and it goes out of bounds, be given back to the Otters underneath the Cardinal basket. And so the Cardinals coming up, or the Otters coming up floor. Erickson with it to the front court. Erickson on top to Retzlaff. Retzlaff to the left side for Ness, driving the baseline, stops, 8-foot jumper, no good. Mack the rebound, outlet pass ahead to Steve. Steve stops, can't get the fast break, comes back to Helsher, left side to Vickerman. Vickerman comes on top to Helsher, to the right side, Newby Ross. Ross in the right corner to Vickerman. Vickerman out on top to Steve. Steve drives into the lane, brings it back to Vickerman. To Helsher, drives into the lane, throws it to the right corner to Mack. Mack doesn't go to the baseline, back to Steve. Now to the left side for Ross, to Helsher. 6:50 to play in the ball game. Steve on the right side, drives all the way in, up off the board, no good. Rebound, Retzlaff. Retzlaff clears out to Erickson. Erickson to the front court. On the right side, gives it into Newell. Newell off underneath, layup good by Braxton.
We do not have to even take a shot now. We have the 5 quick players, and they have 4 big players. We can just take our time.
54-41. Cardinals with the lead with 6:23 to play. Helsher with the ball on the right side to Mack. Mack comes back to Helsher, to the left side for Newby Ross. Newby across the free throw line, brings it out to Mack. Mack comes to Vickerman, to the right side for Helsher. To the left side for Steve, in the corner to Mack. Mack, one bounce in out to Newby Ross. Ross drives into the lane, puts up the jumper, it's off no good. Rebound tipped around, saved by Mack. Mack in the left corner, spins away, then lost the ball, and the Otters take it away. Cardinals with 2 turnovers in a row. The Otters come down, Erickson off underneath, layup good by the Otters. Retzlaff, and a timeout's going to be called by the Cardinals, leading 54-43. Let's pause for a minute.
Just because she's leaving home doesn't mean she has to.
The Otters with full court pressure as we come back after the timeout. 5:45 to play. Cardinals lead by 10. Bring it into Mack. Ahead to Vickerman. Vickerman all the way. Layup, no good. Rebound to the Otters. The Cardinals blow a fast break basket. And the Otters coming back. Newell on the left side to Retzlaff. Retzlaff gets fouled by Brody Mack and will shoot the 1-and-1.
Alexandria broke up the pressure beautifully, but Josh flew through the air instead of maybe jumping toward the basket. Just rolled off the rim. It's one certainly the Cards could have used, and the Otters needed to keep this thing turned around here.
That's a 4-point swing, missing that basket. Yes. Now coming back and shooting free throws.
Could be. Retzlaff has missed his one opportunity tonight.
Coming into the game for the Otters will be Erickson. Looks like he's going to come in for Retzlaff. Retzlaff free throw is no good, and a whistle.
We're in early again. I don't know which one of our players, but they got to let it hit the rim. We got to let it hit the rim. The old rule.
I thought it was once it was released they could go.
Nope, that's changed 2 years ago. Yeah,
okay.
It has to hit the rim now.
So the free throw comes up. This one is no good as well, and the rebound comes down to Vickerman for the Cardinals. So the Cardinals coming to the front court. Salmi with the ball. On the right side, still with it. Dribbling into the right corner for Vickerman. Vickerman gives back to Craigmile. Craigmile underneath, threw it away, tried to force it inside. Cardinals have turned it over 3 times in a row. Newell comes down, and a foul called before the shot, and Newell's going to shoot 1-and-1.
Newby Ross chested him so he couldn't get the layup. Probably a good move. Luke Newell had a on-net basket. He was headed for that hole.
Erickson coming back in the game for the Otters, comes in for Retzlaff. Steve's coming back in the game. He's going to come in for Newby, who picked up his 4th foul with that foul on Newell. Newell at the line, shoot 1-and-1. That's the 8th team foul on the Cardinals here in the second half. Free throw by Newell is off, no good. And the rebound, Steve for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals will come up floor again. Salmi with it. Cardinals have not scored here in the 4th quarter in the first 3 minutes. Salmi all the way. Left-hand layup, he scores.
There it is. Salmi's ready to drive.
He drove it to the basket, 56-43. Left side, 3 is good by Arneson.
Beautiful shot by Arneson.
And it's 56-46. Vickerman to the front court for the Cardinals. Vickerman on the dribble to the left side for Brody Mack. Mack coming out, threw the ball away, picked off by the Otters, and down, yes, the layup, he scores.
Cards got to take care of the ball a little better.
56-48. Now we get a foul called on the Otters. Arneson The Cardinals with 4 turnovers here in the fourth quarter, had only 5 coming into the fourth quarter. And a foul called on the other. Timeout taken by the Alexandria Cardinals. Let's pause for 30 seconds.
Professional service and the finest names in appliances. At Alexandria Appliance Sales and Service, you'll be assured the high...
And have gotten the lead back down to just 8 points. Now the Cardinals to the front court against the press. Bickerman comes to the left side to Craigmile. One bounce and out to Steve. Steve to the right side for Salmi. Salmi looking, now dribbling, comes into the lane all the way, gets fouled by Braxton, and he'll shoot the 1-and-1.
Nice drive by Eric. He's drawing the foul, gets a chance to get us 2 more points. And Fergus Falls is doing a great job of collapsing on him, but they just didn't quite get there in time on him that time.
Newbie Ross comes back in for Brody Mack. And at the line to shoot 1-and-1, Eric Salmi.
Big free throws for the Cards now. We have to gain some momentum back here. Fergus Falls has really done a nice job here in the fourth quarter.
Salmi, free throw is up and good. 57-48.
Fergus Falls has had opportunities. They've missed a number of free throws here, Dave, in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter.
Second free throw by Salmi is also good. 58-47. And the Otters to the front court. Arneson left side, takes the jumper. It's good. He hit the 3 again. 58-51. The Otters back within 7. Cardinals didn't pick him up. Nobody was on him out there. Let him shoot. Now Salmi gives the ball left side to Newbie Ross. Newbie driving to the right, comes to Salmi. Salmi has it tipped away, gets it back. Salmi looking for someone to pass to, comes to the left side for Bickerman. Bickerman driving the left side, and a foul is called. And Cardinals will go to the line. Bickerman's going to shoot 1-and-1.
We're doing an excellent job of penetrating, going to the basket, and trying to get some easy layup. They have to foul us now pretty much. They're not going to be able to give us an easy layup. And Fergus Falls has definitely picked up the tempo with Arneson's 2 3-pointers.
And the free throw by Bickerman is good. 59-51. And the second one coming by Bickerman.
These are really big, Dave, because of the fact that Fergus Falls is going to score. They really found the system going here now on their offense.
Second free throw by Bickerman bounces around and comes down good. 60-51. Into the front court, the right-hand corner. They give it to Braxton. Braxton dribbling, gives off to Arneson. Arneson on the right, goes to the baseline, all the way down underneath. He traveled with it underneath. And the Cardinals, that's the first turnover on the Otters in the fourth quarter, and their 9th of the game. Cardinals also with 9 in the game. And they bring the ball in. Knocked away from Steve, and out of bounds, off of Steve, and the Otters get it back. Turnover by the Cardinals.
On the inbounds pass, we've got to throw the ball with a little more zip on it. We can't lay it out there. Dooley did a great job of saving that play when he knocked it out of bounds.
And Steve got hurt when the ball came bouncing back, and it hit him right in the groin area, and he just has lost his wind. And it was one of those unintentional things that happens and so on. So the Otters have the ball underneath their basket in the right corner. They look to bring it in, and they bring it out to Erickson. Erickson has it tipped away, but a foul called on Bickerman.
That's what we do not need to do now is foul with the clock stopped, because they're going to get a chance to score now while the clock is...
19 foul on the Cardinals. And so at the line will be Erickson. 60-51, Cardinals by 9, 3:26 to play. And the free throw by Erickson, no good. Rebound tipped around, comes to the Otters in the right corner, and they'll have it. They'll set it up. Erickson to the left side for Arneson. Arneson out on top to Braxton, the right side for Christensen, or for Erickson. Drives in, lays it up, and scores.
Nice move by Erickson.
60-53 now. 7-point lead for the Cardinals, 3 minutes to play in the game. Front court comes Salmi in the right corner to Newbie Ross. Ross has the ball knocked around, kicked around, but it comes right back to Bickerman. Bickerman gives off to Salmi. Salmi drives underneath, puts it up, and scores.
What a move by Salmi. That was a fantastic basket over the 6'7" or 6'5" miss.
62-53, left side, 3 is no good by the Otters. Arneson, and the Cardinals come down floor. Salmi, the layup, he scores!
And Eric Salmi, what a nice, on a beautiful pass from Bickerman.
And a fast break And the Otters come to the front court. With it is Erickson. Erickson to the right side in the corner to Arneson. He stops, can't get the shot off. Gives it to Newell. Newell, reverse layup, good.
Beautiful move by Newell.
64-55. 2:13 to play here in the game. And the Cardinals, Salmi to the front court. In the right corner for Newby Ross. Drives into the lane. All the way. Lays up. No good. Rebound. Newell. And Newby got too far underneath. Arneson now throws it up and scores.
The ball was skipped by Vickerman, but Arneson put it right back up. You don't have to shoot, Dave. We got enough points to win the ball game right now.
64-57. Yeah, but you have a layup, you try and go for it, and we just missed it. Vickerman dribbling. Now, still dribbling. Drives into the lane. Puts it up. No good. Rebound to the Otters. And so the Otters get it back with 1:40 to play. Cardinals lead by 7. In the front court, Newell driving in the lane. Off underneath. Up. No good. Blocked by the Cardinals. Rigmile. The Otters get the rebound. Goes out of bounds. It'll be given back to the Otters with 1:25 to play here in the ballgame. This game's every bit as exciting as the first one. Christensen back in for the Otters. Comes in for Draxton. And a timeout called by the Fergus Falls Otters. Let's pause for a minute.
Looking for a place that'll fix your vehicle without the hassle? A place you can trust? Senex Car Care Center.
Cardinals, the Otters will have the ball down in the right-hand corner. 1:25 to play. Cardinals lead by 7, 64-57. And it'll be Ness inbounding for the Otters. Looking underneath, brings it out instead to Christensen, takes a three. He hits the three.
Nice three-point basket play set up.
64-60. And the Cardinals to the front court. Selmy on the dribble. Ball knocked away now. Foul called on Christensen. And Selmy will go to the line with 1:12 to play.
Fergus Falls does not know how to quit. They've had a lot of wins this year, and they always look for a way to win. That's why they're making this ferocious comeback.
That's the 19th foul on the Otters. Both teams now with 9. Both will have the double bonus from here on. 1:12 to play. Selmy at the free throw line. Cardinals lead at 64-60. Free throw's good.
Mighty big one again with 1:12.
65-60. And the second one coming from Salmi. And this one is up and no good. Rebound to Newell for the Otters. And they come to the front court. Erickson driving the baseline on the right side. Brings it back out Christensen to Arneson. Left side. Goes into the lane. Tipped around. Gets the ball back out to Erickson to the right side for Christensen. Out to Arneson. Arneson to the left side. He takes the three. That's good. 65-63 as Arneson hits another three with 50 seconds to go. A timeout called. Let's pause for 30 seconds. His assistant Hinkemeyer standing there as well.
Over there, yeah.
And they're getting treated to a fun basketball game tonight here. 65-63. The Otters have scored 24 points in the fourth quarter to 9, 10, 11 for the Alexandria Cardinals.
9 of those came from Eric Salmi.
And the Otters, Arneson, a big fourth quarter. Cardinals bring the ball into Vickerman. Back to Salmi. 45 seconds to go. Salmi on the dribble to the front court. On the right side, all the way into the lane. Lays it up. He scores! 67-63. And a jump shot from the left side. Hit it out. And good! By the Otters. A two-pointer, and I don't know who got it. Christensen got it, I guess. And a foul call on the Otters.
Excitement, isn't it, David?
67-65. Oh, they gave him a three over there. Salmi to shoot two.
Fergus Falls has 5 3-point baskets.
And the free throw is good by Salmi. 68-66.
This is a big one here. That forces him to go for 3.
27 seconds to go in the game. And Salmi at the line. Salmi's second free throw is good. And it's 69-66. 3-point lead. Here come the Otters to the front court. Erickson with the ball on the dribble. Stops. Now looking for someone to go to. To the left side for Ness. Gives off to Arneson. Arneson takes a three. It's no good. Rebound. Underneath. Goes out of bounds off of the Otters. The Cardinals get it back with 8 seconds to go.
Cardinals going to win it now, Dave.
Timeout called by Fergus Falls with 8 seconds on the clock as the Cardinals get the rebound, and we'll pause for 30 seconds.
Before the game or after the game, your best bet is with Subway.
And so the Cardinals will get it. 8 seconds to go in the ball game.
Two big free throws by Eric Salmi. He has 21 points in the second half alone, Dave.
69-68, the Cardinals with the lead. The Otters coming with full court pressure. It'll be Vickerman inbounding for the Cardinals. Looking, gives it in to Newby Ross. Ross gets fouled with 7 seconds on the clock, and Newby Ross will shoot 2.
All he has to do is make one, Dave, and I think it's pretty well over. But if he misses both, they do have a last second shot to throw in a three-pointer.
That only took 1 second off the clock. The Cardinals are going to put 4 players back.
Right.
And so Newby Ross is going to shoot a pair of free throws.
This is by far the best basketball game the Cards have played all year.
Free throw by Ross is good. 70-66 for the Cardinals. And a timeout called again by the Alexandria Cardinals. So let's pause for 30.
Call a timeout. So Louis makes this, and really it's academic because it's a 2-possession game for Fergus Falls. Let's hope we don't foul in a 3-point shot.
So here we go. The Otters with just 2 players underneath for the rebound and 3 back. The free throw by Newby is good. 71-66. And the Otters bring it into Arneson. Dribbles into the front court, stops, takes the 3. Hits in and out, no good. Rebound to Vickerman. And the Cardinals have beat the Otters tonight by a score of 71-66. A big win, upset for the Alexandria Cardinals tonight here at the Jefferson High School Gymnasium. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, both in Alexandria and Fergus Falls. It was a great game up there. It was a greater game for Alexandria down here. It was a great game up here for the Otters and a greater game up there for them. But the Cardinals win it tonight, and what a fabulous job for the Alexandria Cardinals. They hold on, leading by 15 going to the final quarter, and at one point by 17 in the game. They hold on and win it 71-66.